Hi there, and welcome back to Learn English Naturally. I'm your host, Emma, and I'm so happy you're here. Today, we're going to do something that's super useful for everyday life. We're going to learn 50 of the most common English phrases, the kind that native speakers use all the time without even thinking. But don't worry, I won't just list them off. We'll take our time, go through each one with some fun examples, and I'll help you understand when and how to use them naturally. Ready? Let's jump in. Let's start with greetings and casual conversations, those everyday moments when you bump into someone or start chatting. You've probably learned "How are you?" But in real life, people often say, "Hey, how's it going?" It's just a friendlier, more relaxed way to ask how someone is. And when you respond, you don't need to say much. A simple, "Good, thanks. How about you?" works just fine. Now, imagine you see a friend you haven't talked to in a while. You smile and say, "Long time no see." It's a fun little phrase that shows you're happy to reconnect. Then you might follow up with, "How have you been?" This one is great because it shows you care. It's asking how things have been going for them lately, not just today. Let's say the other person tells you they've been super busy. You nod and reply, "Same here." It's a quick, friendly way to say you're also busy or feeling the same. We use it a lot to show we can relate. And if you're both about to head off in different directions, you can smile and say, "Take care." A nice way to say goodbye while wishing the person well. All right, moving on to phrases you can use in everyday situations, like when you're shopping, grabbing coffee, or just making small decisions. Picture yourself in a store. A staff member comes over and says, "Can I help you with anything?" If you're just looking around, you can politely say, "I'm just looking, thanks." Super simple, super useful. Now, let's say you find something you really like. Maybe a nice shirt. You look at the price, think for a second, and say, "I'll take it." That means you've decided to buy it. Very clear, very natural. Okay, time for a real-life moment. You're running late. You throw on your shoes, grab your bag, and shout to your roommate, "I'm in a hurry." This one comes in handy when you don't have time to chat or explain. It gets straight to the point. And here's one for making plans. If you want to suggest something casual to a friend, try saying, "Let's grab a coffee." It's not just about the coffee. It's a relaxed way to say, "Let's meet up and hang out." If they agree, they might say, "Sounds good." That just means yes in a friendly, easygoing way. Now, let's say plans change. Maybe the weather's bad or you're both unsure about timing. You can say, "Let's play it by ear." That means you'll decide later, depending on how things go. Super useful when life is unpredictable. Speaking of uncertainty, there are times when you don't have all the answers. Instead of freezing up, try saying, "I'm not sure," or "It depends." These are great go-to phrases when you want to keep the conversation going without needing a perfect answer. Here's one I love using when someone gives me a good explanation and everything clicks. That makes sense. It's a nice way to show you understand and agree. And don't forget to keep things light. Imagine your friend says something silly and you laugh. You might say, "I'm just kidding." That tells them it's a joke and keeps the mood fun. Now, let's talk about making and confirming plans. Want to ask if someone's available? Just say, "Are you free tomorrow?" Easy, right? If they need to check their calendar, they might respond with, "Let me check my schedule." If the time works out, a good reply is, "That works for me." Or, if you're excited to join, you can say, "I'm down," or "Count me in." Both mean you're happy to be part of it. But sometimes it's not the right time or you're not interested. In that case, you can politely say, "I'm not really into that," or "maybe another time." It's okay to say no, and these phrases help you do it kindly. Now here's a helpful one. Give me a heads up. It means, let me know before something happens. For example, if your friend is going to be late, you'd appreciate a heads up so you're not waiting too long. Let's switch gears a bit and talk about reacting to news or showing emotion. Someone says they just got a promotion at work. You smile and say, "That's awesome." It's enthusiastic and genuine. But what if the news surprises you? Try "no way" or "you're kidding." Both show that you're shocked in a fun and friendly way. Now, if the news isn't so great, maybe they missed a flight or spilled coffee on their shirt, a common reply is, "That sucks." It sounds casual, but it shows sympathy. You can also use it when you're frustrated by your own day. If someone's going through a tough time, you might want to cheer them up. Try saying, "I'm so happy for you" when something goes well, or "fingers crossed" when they're waiting on good news. And don't forget humor. If someone tells a really funny story, laugh and say, "That's hilarious." It shows you're enjoying the moment. Language isn't just about words, it's about connection. Speaking of feelings, here are some quick but powerful ones. If you're really hungry, you can say, "I'm starving." If you didn't sleep well and you're super tired, try, "I'm exhausted." And if you feel a little sick, you can say, "I'm feeling under the weather." These are all natural ways to describe how you feel without needing a long explanation. We're almost done, but let's finish with a few practical everyday phrases. If you want someone to wait just a moment, say, "Hang on a second." If you're heading to meet someone, you can text, "I'm on my way." It keeps things casual and friendly. Need someone to update you later? Try, "Let me know." Want to give someone the choice? Say, "It's up to you." These short phrases make conversations feel easier and smoother. And when you agree with someone, you might say, "That's a good point." Or if you're not ready to decide, just say, "I'll think about it." If you're ever unsure whether someone is following you, ask, "You know what I mean?" And if something doesn't really matter, feel free to say, "It doesn't matter." Or if someone says something confusing, ask, "I'm not sure what you mean." These are excellent for keeping conversations clear and comfortable. And finally, the golden phrase for English learners. Can you say that again? Never be afraid to ask. It shows you're curious, engaged, and eager to learn, and that's what matters most. Okay, now it's your turn to practice. I'll describe a situation, and you try to respond out loud. Ready? You meet someone you haven't seen in a year. What's something friendly you could say? That's right. Long time no see. Your friend says, "I'm starving," and you feel the same. What do you say? Yeah, same here. You hear that your friend got accepted into their dream university. How would you respond? Perfect. That's awesome.
Great job.
The more you say these phrases out loud, the more natural they'll feel. You don't need to memorize all 50 at once. Just choose a few that you like and try to use them in real conversations. Trust me, every little step helps. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on Learn English Naturally. I hope you found this episode fun and helpful. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who's learning English too. And don't forget, you can find the PDF with full list of phrases and examples in the description below. I'm Emma, and I'll see you next time. Until then, keep practicing, stay curious, and as always, enjoy your English journey.